Hello, in this video I'll show you how to do a front downward strike and a side downward strike. The downward strike can be divided into two categories: the front downward strike when your body's full facing, or the side downward strike when your body's either half facing or side facing. Now obviously the technique is in a downward direction. You're striking downwards, usually aiming for the clavicle or to the top of the head if the opponent's lower down. The front downward strike is mainly used with a knife hand and side fist. It can be done in any stance that allows you to be full facing, and the attacking tool will move in a circular motion like that. The elbow will be bent throughout the motion, but will straighten at the end to get reach. And when you finish, the attacking tool is in line with your shoulder line, and at shoulder height. The technique can be also used with a back fist, backhand, and base of the knife hand, but in these three cases, the elbow will remain slightly bent at the end, but still on the shoulder line and at shoulder height. But I'll show you it in walking stance using the knife hand. Your opposite arm will extend and pull back. Remember the breath control, like that. Avoid over-rotating your body. You end up full facing, but it's not worth remaining full facing throughout the motion because that will be too stiff and rigid. You want to allow a natural sway with your shoulders. So move the arm and allow the shoulder to move freely, without exaggerating it, like that. So practice this going forward in walking stance. The side downward strike can be done in most stances, but L stance, rear foot stance, vertical stance, and X stance are the most suitable. The main tools are the knife hand or back fist, but also you could use the side fist and backhand. And just like with front strikes, when you're doing it with the back fist or backhand, the elbow will be slightly bent. Now I'm going to show you two examples, one where you're half facing, another one where you're side facing. So for the half facing example, it's going to be a vertical stance, knife hand, side downward strike, which is one of the movements in Hwa-Rang. But in the pattern, it's done from a fixed stance, punch position. So we'll practice this way. From here, you go onto the back foot to vertical stance, and you make a full circle to do the side downward strike. So you keep the elbow bent, bring it quite high so it comes down with a lot of force, like this. The opposite arm should move a little bit. Rather than just keeping it still, should move a bit, but not too much. If you extend it too far, your body will rotate too much, and also the arm will get in the way of the other one. So it's very slight movement, like that. And your front heel should drop at the moment of impact, there. Okay? And don't forget about breath control as you make impact. Okay? Everything else is the same. It's at shoulder height and on the shoulder line when you finish, just like with the front strikes. Okay? So from here, and move the arm quite fast because there's a long way to go. If you do it too slow, you'll end up here and leaving yourself very open for an attack. So you want to get round very quickly. Okay, so practice that on the spot many times. side-facing example will be close stance, side fist, side downward strike, which is one of the movements in Kwanggaetul, which is the first pattern you learn as a black belt. But in the pattern, it's done from L stance, knife hand inward strike position. Now you notice the fist is quite high, so to do a full circle will require too much swinging around, which will take too long. So in this case, it would be better just to do a semicircle like that, which means it doesn't have much time to accelerate and may have less power, but at least it will get there a lot quicker. So to get into close stance, you need to stand right up and bring your feet together. Turn your body side facing when you finish. The elbow is slightly bent but straightens at the end. Again, the attacking tool's at shoulder height, and keep your gaze in the direction of the strike. So when you do this, bring the hand quite high so it comes down very sharply, and as you do that, you're dropping the heel down as you make impact. And don't forget about the breath control at the same time, like that. Okay? So move the arm quite fast, like that. So practice this on the spot many times. There are a few other types of downward strike using the twin knife hand, twin side fist and the twin backhand. These can only be done when your body is in a full facing position, but I didn't cover this in detail because it's not a common technique. But the knife hand side downward strike is one of the techniques in Hwa-Rang, which is a pattern I'll be covering very soon. So keep practicing that one. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and press the notification bell to keep up to date with my latest releases. See you next time. Goodbye.